Senat sebenarnya jam 8 ini, tetapi kita berbarengan, maka Ibu mendahulukan Anda. Jadi jam kuliah kita hanya 8 sampai 9. Sesudah jam 9 Anda akan Ibu berikan tugas yang ada di materi unit 3. Lalu Anda kerjakan dan kemudian hasil kerjanya Anda kirim ke LMS. Jadi mulai belajar mengirim tugas ke LMS. Anda sudah mendownload, mengunduh ini unit 3-nya di LMS?
Sudah, Ibu.
Sudah, oke. Berarti sudah dapat semua ya. Sudah memulai membaca sehingga Ibu tidak harus full menerangkan, bisa Anda baca sendiri juga. Nah, sekarang kita mau mempelajari tentang yang guessing meaning from context unit 2 ya. Sudah terlihat belum?
Sudah, Bu.
Sudah, Bu.
Oke ya. Ibu mulai dengan kemarin sebenarnya sudah Anda dapat di sini kita melakukan bagaimana guessing atau menduga kata-kata yang Anda anggap baru dengan melihat teks yang ada, ya, guessing meaning from context. Nah, kita lihat sama-sama di sini cukup besar untuk dibaca, cukup terlihat ya. Ibu tidak perlu perbesar lagi. Kayaknya pas gini. Ya, guessing meaning from context. You do not need to look up the meaning of all new word in a dictionary. Jadinya tidak perlu melihat semua kata-kata baru begitu membaca, lihat lagi dictionary, tapi you can guess the meaning of all new word from the context. There are 3 kinds, ya, ada. First is a contextual clues. Jadi clue-nya ada di dalam konteks itu sendiri. And then B is about synonym in context and antonyms in context. Ya, ini hanya ada contoh sedikit saja dan kemudian Anda bisa mencari antonim sinonim dari kata-kata yang ada di dalam dictionary nantinya. But from unit 2, close your dictionary. But in unit 3, please open your dictionary. Okay. Now, contextual clues, that means clue-nya ada di dalam dalam konteks itu sendiri. Sometimes a writer tells the meaning of a new word, and here are some ways writers tell the meaning of new words. Yang pertama, ini adalah bagian-bagian yang paling mudah dideteksi bagaimana kita mencari arti dari sebuah kata. Okay, number 1, solar energy is energy from the sun. Solar energy is energy. Energy is energy, but there is another word there is a solar. So solar is from the sun. The writer tells us that the meaning of solar is from the sun. Okay, you get the logic. Solar energy is energy. Jadi energy is energy, but what is a solar? Solar is from the sun. So you can read the writer tells us that the meaning of solar is from the sun. Jadi tolong dibaca sampai dengan keterangan what the writer tells us. Number 2, please Siti Fatimah.
Yeah, ma'am. Solar energy, power from the sun, has many uses.
The writer tells us?
The writer tells us that the meaning of energy is power.
Okay. What the logic of this? Because we know that solar is from the sun. So there is another word is a power. What is a power? Power is a energy. So you look at brackets, ada kurung di situ. If there is a brackets, it's always make additional information about the word before the brackets. Jadi dia kata sebelum kurung itu biasanya diterangkan oleh kata-kata yang ada di dalam kurung. Jadi sebenarnya secara keseluruhan solar energy is power from the sun. So we know that solar is from the sun. So what is a power? Power is an energy. Okay, number 3, Fauzia.
Okay, ma'am. Your instructor or teacher will explain the lesson. The writer tells us that the meaning of instructor is teacher.
Okay, good. Instructor is a teacher because there is a comma. Comma is like a brackets, ya. Comma sama dengan kurung. Before comma, that's the word that the writer wants to tell you in another word. So instructor is a teacher. So now number 4. Salsabila. Tulisannya terlihat tidak?
Terlihat.
Okay.
Terlihat, Miss.
Number 4, please, Salsabila.
The answer is, suara saya terdengar tidak, Bu?
Terdengar. Not the answer, but the answer. Because
the answer.
The answer.
The
Answer is from a vocal, not consonant.
The answer is in the conclusion, the last part of the story.
The last part, because L is a consonant.
The last part
of the story. Okay. Okay, can you?
The answer is in the conclusion, the last part of the story.
Of the story.
Of the story.
Di akan dibaca jika awal bunyinya adalah vokal A, I, U, E, O. So the answer in the conclusion, the last part of the story. Ya, ada koma di situ. Okay, continue. The writer
tells us the meaning of conclusion is the last part of the story.
Yes. The writer tells us, don't forget, tells us, because the writer is only one person. The writer tells us the meaning of conclusion is the last part of the story. Jadi, kalau komanya ada di tengah-tengah, maka komanya ada koma awal dan koma akhir. Tetapi jika koma itu ada di akhir, maka dia seluruh koma di sesudahnya adalah biasanya arti dari kata sebelumnya. So the conclusion is the last part of the story. Number 5, Hanifa.
People who study the stars call astronomers. The writer tells the meaning of astronomers is people who study the stars.
Okay, good. People who study the stars are astronomers. Or if we change the stem, kalau kita mengubah posisi katanya, so we can say astronomers is a people who study the stars, like the writer tells us. Okay, last is a Haikal. Number 6.
Number 6. I will use diagrams, pictures, or drawings to explain the new machine. The writer tells us that the meaning of diagram is pictures or drawings.
Okay, diagrams. Tadi yang pertama.
Diagrams.
Yes, good. If you say diagrams, so the meaning is a pictures or drawings with plural or the plural. But when we say diagram, is a picture or drawing. Ya, Anda sudah benar membacanya. Is the new machine. Ya, dash juga membuat arti kata sebelumnya. Ya, jadi dash itu strip-strip seperti itu. Or juga imbangannya. Jadi kesetaraannya, or and itu biasanya kesetaraan dari arti sebelumnya. Di sini dibuat 3, diagrams, pictures, or drawings ya. Kalau di nomor 3, instructor, only, or teacher. Jadi hanya 2. Okay. Now is this Dahlia. Where is Dahlia? Can read all this for us. Ini masih bagian dari contextual clue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's start.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes a writer gives information about the meaning of a new word. Our teacher speaks in a special way in class, but he speaks in a normal way to his family. In class, he speaks English very slowly and carefully because we do not understand English well. However, he does not speak English slowly and carefully to his family because they can understand English well. What is the meaning of formal?
Normal.
A. Slow.
Not formal, but normal.
Yeah. What is the meaning of normal? A. Slow and careful. B. Not special. C. To his family.
And your answer is? Please read carefully the paragraph. All the statement in a paragraph. Our teacher speaks in a special way in class, but he speaks in a normal way to his family. There is a normal in that underline. So what is the meaning of normal?
Not special ya, Mim.
Okay, not special. Why you come? Who's answered this? Dahlia?
Sorry, Ma'am.
Tauri.
Iya.
Yeah, Tauri. Okay, why you come to that answer?
Karena di kalimat awal kan di situ dibilangnya our teacher speaks in a special way in class. Sedangkan kalimat berikutnya itu menjelaskan bahwa he speaks in a normal. Berarti normal itu artinya not special, kebalikannya gitu, Miss.
Okay, good. There is a clue there, is a but. But in English is the first, di dalam bahasa Indonesia pun kata tetapi itu berarti kata pertama, koma, but, berarti kalimat keduanya adalah kebalikan dari kata pertama. Good. Look here, our teacher speaks in a special way. The second, he speaks, berarti teacher, he refers to our teacher. The verb is still speaks in a normal. Karena ada kata but di situ, pasti a special and a normal is a different meaning. Different meaning. Opposite meaning, opposite meaning. Yeah. So normal is not special. Good, Tauri. Terima kasih, Dahlia. Kita pindah lagi. Sometimes a writer gives the meaning of a new word by explaining the meaning in another sentence. In another sentence ya, di kata-kata yang berikutnya atau yang lainnya. Okay. Here the example for this. Siapa ya? Sebentar, Ibu cari dulu. Oke, tadi sudah. Dinda. Ada Dinda?
Ada, Ma'am.
Ya, silahkan. Profesor Tracy.
Professor Tracy belongs to several professional organizations. He is a member of the Science Foundation and the Association of Teachers of Science. What do writer explains about belongs to?
What do the writer explains about belongs to? Yes. Or the meaning of belongs to in the first sentence is Okay, don't forget. The writers give the meaning of a new word belongs to by explaining the meaning in another sentence. So this is only 2 sentences. First is Professor Tracy belongs to several professional organizations. And the second, he is a member of the Teachers Union, the Science Foundation, and the Association of Teachers of Science. So what is belongs to meaning?
The meaning of belongs to in the first sentence is Professor Tracy.
Belongs to. Professor Tracy in the second sentence become he. Ya, Profesor Tracy di kalimat kedua jadi he di sini. Several professional organization, beberapa organisasi profesional di kalimat kedua menjadi Teachers Union, Science Foundation, dicacah atau disebutkan satu persatu from the writers. So now is yes, Haikal.
Jadi the meaning of belongs to in the first sentence is Professor Tracy itu a member of the Teachers Union, the Science Foundation, and the Association of Teachers of Science.
Okay, so belongs to meaning? Several professional organization become this. Ketiga-tiganya disebut di kalimat kedua. Professor Tracy di kalimat kedua menjadi he. So, the verb belongs to, yes?
Oh.
Belongs to is, the meaning of belongs to is?
Member.
Yes, a member of. Ya, kalau Anda mengatakan, Ibu mengatakan Haikal, itu adalah anggota dari beberapa organisasi. Di kalimat kedua, Ibu mengatakan dia menjadi anggota, kalau ini kan mengikuti beberapa, dia menjadi anggota dari, disebutkan yang tadinya beberapa professional organization, disebutkan dia ikut BEM, dia ikut musik, paduan suara UNJ, dia ikut yang begitu. Jadi kalimat ini diulang lagi oleh writer dengan menggunakan kata lain. Several professional organization disebutkan satu persatu, Profesor Tracy diganti menjadi kata ganti orang ketiga. So belongs to is become a member of. Mengikuti beberapa organisasi dijadikan menjadi anggota dari, disebutkan menjadi anggota dari BEM, menjadi anggota dari basket, menjadi anggota dari yang sepak bola misalnya seperti itu. Okay, understand that? So what do the writers? Yes.
Berarti Professor Tracy is a member of the Teachers Union, the Science Foundation, and the Association of Teachers of Science.
Okay, yes. So we can say that Professor Tracy, a member of several professional organization. Can you say that? Nanti kalau ditanya, what is a professional organization that the Professor Tracy belongs, baru bisa disebut satu persatu. Mau yang seperti Dinda sebutkan juga boleh. Jadi ini masih bisa dibolak-balik semuanya. Oke, mengerti? Ya,
berarti maaf Mem, kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan kayak gitu cukup disebutin Professor Tracy in several professional organization juga boleh. Tapi kalau mau dijabarin sampai selesai juga boleh ya Mem ya?
Yang ditanya what do the writer explain about belongs to? In here. Ini ada di garis bawah kan? Maka cukup mengartikan arti belongs to. So the meanings of belongs to in the first sentence is a member of. Ya, yang ditanya adalah belongs to. Kata kerjanya sebenarnya is a member of. Ini udah ada is-nya. Verb-nya di sini berubah menjadi is. Kalau di sini verb-nya adalah belongs to dengan adanya s di sini. Cukup Dinda mengerti, yang lain juga ya? Oke. Now di sini Sometimes a writer gives the meaning of a new word by giving examples in another sentence. Examples itu tadi di sini sudah dicontohkan. Example dari several professional organization, beberapa organisasi profesional disebutkan ini. Tapi di sini adalah lebih khusus lagi. Memberikan contoh dari meaning of activities. Oke. Ibu hanya lihat Haikal, anak laki lain yang mana ya? Namanya Ibu cari-cari. Rangga Putra Prasetya.
Yes.
Ya, silakan Rangga.
Terdengar?
Terdengar.
Okay. There are activities for foreign students every weekend. For example, the International Sports Club organizes soccer games every soccer games every Saturday afternoon. The Foreign Student Association sponsors Saturday night dance every month.
Dances
and
every
the WMCA offers
that's YMCA.
YMCA offers an international dinner every other Sunday night.
Okay.
What do the writer give as example of activities?
Okay. What
The
kind
example
of yes?
Activities are the International Sport Club organization organize soccer games every Saturday afternoon. The Foreign Student Association sponsors Saturday night dance every month, and the YMCA over an international dinner every other Sunday night.
Okay. Thank you. So that we can guess that activities are thing to do. But when you say activities is what they do. So they organizes soccer games. They sponsors Saturday night dances, and they offers an international dinner. So when they are, kalau ditanya kapan waktunya, for the soccer games is every Saturday night. For the dances is a Saturday night every month. And the YMCA is dinner is every Sunday night. Jadi ada, kalau pertanyaannya ditanya activities, Anda boleh menjawab lengkap seperti tadi, tapi yang sebenarnya terfokus adalah apa aktivitasnya. Kalau aktivitasnya Anda sebutkan the International Sport Club organizes soccer games every Saturday night. Okay, that's true. Itu tetap benar, but when you have to focus that what is the activities is organizes soccer games and sponsors Saturday night dances. And then the last is overs an international dinner. Ya, gitu ya. Jadi the example of activities are, we can guess that activities are things to do. Okay. Sekarang dicoba sedikit guess the meaning of the underlined word, and please do not your dictionary. Tadi sudah tahu. Siska?
Yes, ma'am. Number 1, a hypothesis is a special kind of gas.
Hypothesis and kind.
Oh, a hypothesis is a special kind of gas. E, kind. B, special. C, a special kind of gas.
Kind. A special kind of gas.
A special kind of gas.
So what is your answer?
My answer is C, ma'am.
Yes. This is the clue is very standard ya. Ini adalah clue yang paling standar. Benar-benar bentuk dari sebuah definisi. It's a definition of hypothesis is a special kind of gas. Jadi hipotesis itu adalah menduga yang paling mendekati. Jadi pendugaan sementara sebenarnya. Okay, next is Sayyidina Pambayun.
Okay, ma'am. Please wait a second. Okay. Number 2, deaf people who cannot hear.
You said deaf.
Deaf people or people who cannot hear have a difficult life. My answer is B, ma'am. Cannot hear.
Yes, thank you. Cannot hear. Deaf people is a cannot hear. Because of cannot hear, so they cannot speak. Ya, jadi karena tidak bisa mendengar, maka tidak bisa bicara. Maka tunarungu itu bukan dibilang tidak bisa bicara, tapi tidak bisa mendengar. First is cannot hear. After that, they cannot speak. Oke, thank you, Saidina. Dipanggilnya apa nih? Saidina? Apa Dina? Dipanggilnya siapa? Sayi.
Sayid nggak apa-apa, ma'am.
Oh, Sayed. Oke, ya. Jadi terdengar ini laki-laki gitu ya. Retno, silakan Retno. Number 3, please.
Some cloth is made from natural fibers. Some cloth is made from synthetic natural fibers such as cotton and wool.
Sorry. In a meaningful unit, please. In a meaningful unit, please. Anda membacanya itu potong-potongnya harus dengan meaning yang benar. Jangan from scientific natural fibers, ya, tabrak aja ya. Titik di situ. Okay, start from the beginning, please.
Some cloth is made from natural fibers. Some cloth is made from synthetic natural fibers such as cotton and wool. Come from plant or animal. Nylon and polyester.
Nylon
and polyester are called
polyester
are called synthetic fiber because man makes them.
Okay. What is the meaning of synthetic? Okay.
Yang bukan ma'am. Made by man.
Made by man. Okay. Why did you come to that answer? Made by man. Which statement make you know about that synthetic?
Soalnya kan itu kan sintetis kan, terus sintetis itu nilon sama polyester itu kan sintetis. Nah itu dibuat sama manusia sama men gitu.
Ya.
Jadi jawaban saya enggak.
In the last sentence that you find that nylon and polyester are synthetic. Okay, and then that synthetic fiber called synthetic fiber because man makes them. Yang buat adalah orang ya, man makes them. So that synthetic is made by man. Okay, thank you, Ratno. Maaf, alhamdulillah. Number 4, Eva. This test measures your ability to communicate. Okay, Eva. Mana?
This test measures your ability to communicate. This means that it will tell us how well you can give information to other people and how well you can take information from people, books, or other sources.
Maaf, suara Anda terputus-putus kalau di Ibu ya. Tolong diulang lagi.
Terdengar nggak nih?
Coba, oke ya. Coba terdengar tapi pada saat Anda membaca terputus-putus. Coba sekarang diulang.
This test measures your ability to communicate. This means that it will tell us how well you can listen to other people and how well you can take information from people, books, or other sources.
Okay, what is your answer about communicate? A, B, C?
bukannya.
This test measure your ability to communicate. So this means about communicate. That it is a communicate. It refers to communicate. It will tell us how you can give information and how well to can take the information from people, books, or other sources. So that communicate is lagi-lagi the writers tells about the meaning in another sentence. Maka kalimat pertama ada yang ditanyakan, maka pasti di kalimat berikutnya ada artinya. If you say is A is you give information to other people. But the writers tells us the meaning of communicate is how well you can give information to other people and how well you can take the information from people. So what is the meaning of communicate? Eva?
You give
Yeah.
and take information.
Yes. You give and take information. That's communicate. Ya. Anda lihat di sini ada how well you can give information and how well you can take the information. Ya. Thank you, Eva. Now is the last before we go to the synonym. Sabira Nadia.
Yes, ma'am. Success is the result of hard work.
Not success, but
Success. Success is the result of hard work. For instance, if you work hard at studying, you will get good grades. And if you work hard at your job, you will get more money. What one is not a result of hard work? A,
Okay.
good grades. B, more money. C, studying. And my answer is C, studying, ma'am.
Okay, studying is the way to get more grades or more money. Okay, good. Success is the result of hard work. If you hard work at studying, you will get good grades. Okay, that studying is the way to get a good grades. And your job or work hard at your job that you will get more money. Okay, thank you, Sabira. So, who's will reading for us about the synonym? Ya, jadi ini tidak hal yang baru buat Anda. Leskia. Leskia, where is Leskia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, read all this from us, for us.
B. Synonyms in context. Sometimes a writer gives the meaning of a new word by using a synonym in another sentence. Synonyms are words that have the same meaning. Sir Isaac Newton discovered Sir Isaac Newton discovered the law of gravity. This rule tells us why things fall to the ground. The word this in the second sentence tells us that this rule is the same as something in the first sentence. The first sentence tells us that Sir Isaac Newton discovered something. So we can guess that this rule is the same as the law of gravity.
The law is the same with rule. Oke, keterangannya sudah cukup jelas atau tidak? Jadi seperti yang tadi, kalimat pertama dan kalimat kedua is the same meaning. Semua menerangkan sesuatu yang sama. Sir Isaac Newton discovered the law of gravity. Ya, tetapi bukan menerangkan Sir Isaac Newton, but these rules. Nah, these rules-nya ini ternyata menerangkan objek dari kalimat yang sebelumnya. Sir Isaac Newton adalah subject, discovered predikatnya, dan ini the law of gravity is object. This rule tells us, this rule is mean the law of gravity tells us why things fall to the ground. So the law is the same with a rule. Ya, di sini menerangkan bahwa law of gravity itu apa sih? Adalah kalau law itu hukum, kalau rule itu what is a rule in Indonesia? Kalau law kan hukum gravitasi. Rule itu sebenarnya
Aturan
juga
bukan memang.
aturan ya, oke, that's the
Aturan.
rule, aturan ya. Hukum gravitasi dan aturan itu, jadi Sir Isaac Newton menemukan hukum gravitasi dan aturan itu menerangkan kepada kita bahwa semua benda itu akan jatuh ke bumi ya, karena ada tarikan gravitasi tadi. Nah, kalau dikertikan dalam bahasa Indonesia seperti itu. Semoga Anda mengerti bahwa the law is the same, with the rule. Dan bukan membacanya bukan law tapi law, jadi hanya LO, law is a rule. Okay. The last is about antonym. This is a opposite meaning. Okay, Latifa. Oke, Latifa, ada? Latifa Meilaningrum.
Yes, ma'am.
Oke, silakan.
Terdengar jelas ya, ma'am?
Jelas, terdengar.
See, antonyms in context. Sometimes a writer gives information about the meaning of a new word by using an antonym in another sentence. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. Opposite meanings. The gold rush began when gold has discovered in California. It ended when people learned that there was no more gold to find. This sentence gives us two kinds of information about the gold rush. It began when gold was discovered, and it ended when there was no more gold to find.
Okay.
We know that gold was discovered and there was no more gold to find have opposite meaning. So we can guess that began and ended have opposite meanings.
Yes, thank you. Good. Make us understand when you read in a good, meaningful unit. So the gold rush began when gold was discovered in California. It ended when people learned that there was no more gold to find. Ya, jadi di sini bukan ditemukan dan sudah tidak ada lagi emasnya yang menjadi masalah. Di sini adalah kata kerjanya, verbnya began and ended. Ya, di situ menjadi kalimat ya, kata yang dijadikan saling beropposite meaning. Dan lihat kalau ended adalah bentuk past tense-nya, maka juga bukan begin tapi began yang dijadikan penyetaraannya untuk dijadikan saling berlawanan. Oke ya, ini bisa Anda pelajari lagi dan cari di dalam dictionary bagaimana opposite dan antonym. Ibu stop dulu, kemudian kita ke bentuk yang ini. Word formation, unit 3. Oke, sudah terlihat?
Sudah, ma'am.
Sudah, ma'am.
Oke. Ya, di sini Anda boleh menggunakan dictionary, apalagi setelah ini sesudah Ibu hanya sampai dengan jam 9 menerangkan ini bukan mungkin baru tetapi bisa ditanyakan kepada dictionary Anda. Bahkan kalau bertanya dengan Ibu pun tidak terlalu bisa menjawab karena ini sangat bahasa Inggris. Jadi standar dari kata-kata yang bisa Anda mengerti. That word formation is learning the use and meaning of words in English can be made easier and even enjoyable if you understand something about one way in which many English words are formed. Jadi salah satu cara di mana bahasa Inggris itu terbentuk, kata-kata bahasa Inggris terbentuk. Pasti mulainya dengan stem, kata dasar, kalau di bahasa Indonesia. A stem of word is a basic form, the fundamental element that is common to all the other form of the word. Word kata ya, jadi bisa menggunakan jadi kata lain. Bisa berubah arti, bisa mengubah posisi sebenarnya. Dia menjadi verb, adverb, adjective or a noun. A prefix is a form which is affixed in the beginning of a stem. Dia selalu ada di depan. A suffix is a form which is fixed to the end of the stem. Ada di belakang. Nah sekarang kata immeasurable, kita itu tak selalu tahu immeasurable, suka dengar, atau measurable, atau immeasure, begitu. Nah itu sebenarnya stemnya adalah measure. Ada prefix im dan ada suffix able. Ya, measure itu sebenarnya apa sih artinya measure?
Teratur.
Apa?
Mengukur, Mas.
Mengukur, oke. Terukur atau mengukur, measure, mengukur. Kalau di kalimat kita, measure-nya sendiri sudah mengukur ya. Kemudian di sini, a prefix usually changes the meaning of a word. Kalau prefix mengubah meaning dari katanya. While a suffix usually changes its part of speech. Justru kalau dia suffix itu di belakang dia mengubah posisi dari apa yang kita sebutkan tadi ya, dari posisi di dalam kalimat. For example, the prefix im changes the meaning to the opposite. Measurable means capable to being measured. Jadi capable untuk diukur, to immeasurable. Artinya menjadi not capable of being measured. And the suffix able change the verb. Ini contohnya bukan untuk yang suffix, ternyata contohnya bukan dari measure ya di sini. Suffix able change the enjoy into adjective, enjoyable. Or a verb break to adjective breakable. Jadi dia mengubah posisinya. Kalau yang tadinya verb enjoy, kata keterangan, verb enjoy, apa kata keterangan? Kata kerja, menyukai, enjoy, into an adjective, enjoyable. And verb break menjadi breakable. Ya, jadi able di belakang. Susah dicontohkan kalau untuk measure. Measure ini dari mana ke mana? Measure itu apa? Verb. Measure, verb menjadi measurable, adjective juga. Ya, tapi dia mencontohkan yang lain di sini. Nah, di sini ternyata satu kata stem ek, ya, itu bisa menjadi berbagai arti dari kata bentukan lainnya, ditambah prefix saja, ditambah suffix saja, or both. Ya, lihat di sini bagaimana banyaknya terbentuknya arti lain dari ek. Ya, berlaku ya, bertingkah ya ek itu ya. Tapi sebenarnya menjadi agak beda-beda sebenarnya kalau kita sudah menambahkan prefix or suffix. Look for the suffix, react. Ini berarti act-nya diulang, react. Ya. Kemudian action ini menjadi kata kerja. Act, verb, make a plus suffix become an action. Action is a noun. So, prefix plus act plus suffix become a reaction is a noun again. Enactment, reenactment, intersection, transaction. Ya, kebanyakan kalau pakai shun itu menjadi kata benda. Ya. Dan kemudian ada reactor yang pakai actor, reactor ini juga menjadi kata benda. Orang biasanya, actress. Ya, di inaction ini menjadi kata benda lagi. Nah, by learning only few prefixes and suffixes, you will be able to organize or guess the meaning of hundreds words of English from English words. Ya, Anda bisa belajar bahasa Inggris menggunakan kata-katanya, menambahkan vocabulary Anda. Nah, yang diminta di dalam word formation ini adalah mengubah bentuk tadi. Seperti ini. Kind of prefixes. Prefixes, ya. Kind of prefixes. Yang tadi Bu katakan kalau ada meaning area, this is a meaning area. There are a prefix array is again. So rewrite is meaning write again. There is a before, after. Before is a pre, after is a post, again is an anti. Antisocial is again a society. Post-war is an after war. Prehistoric is before history. There is a meaning area wrongly, or there is a meaning area without. Non-stop is a without stop. A misspell is a spell wrongly. Ya, jadi di sini ada area meaning. So there is area meaning of for not or opposite meaning. Disagree. Ada dis apa lagi? Dis yang Anda tahu ada dis apa lagi?
Disable, ma'am.
Disable. What is a disable? Not able to do something. Disable, ya. Okay, this unusual. There is another
uncountable.
Uncountable, tidak bisa dihitung. And then another
Unreal.
Unreal, tidak nyata begitu?
Iya.
Okay, unreal, yes. So that's in or in. Incomplete or impossible. Incomplete, not incomplete, but incomplete or impossible. Nah, kapan kita menggunakan in for the complete and then in for the possible? You have to ask with the dictionary. Karena tidak ada pola sama sekali kapan kita menggunakan this, on, in, or in. Sekarang kadang-kadang suka ada yang salah antara dislike sama unlike, ya. Yang benar dislike or unlike?
Dislike.
Dislike. Ya, tapi kadang-kadang sekarang banyak suka yang mengatakan coba di unlike. Ada juga mute, unmute, oke, yang sering kita gunakan, ya. Nanti Anda diminta oleh Ibu adalah mencari ini, the example, cari di dictionary. Kind of suffixes. Kalau sudah suffixes, beda dengan prefix. Prefix is change the meaning, but suffixes change the position of the speech of the word, ya. Jadi di sini there is a to arrive become the arrival. To depart become the departure. We use a suffixes ur or al. Ya, di sini ada suffixesnya di sebelah kiri. Kalau ada to, ini adalah clue, is a noun. It's a verb. And then after you change become a noun, you use the. Ini memudahkan Anda untuk memberitahu ke Ibu, juga Anda sekarang tahu bahwa kalau dia menjadi noun is menggunakan the, verb is a to. Kalau Anda tidak menggunakan keduanya, so this is an adjective. Kind become the kindness, the kindness. Active is the activity. And idle is the idealism. Ya, jadi this is noun. For the suffixes ini macam-macamnya become noun to the adjective. The child is childish, the cloud is cloudy, okay? The beauty is a beautiful. And then for the suffixes ini adalah become verbs into an adjective. Jadi ada 4 macam. Verb into nouns, adjective into nouns, nouns become an adjective, and then verb into the adjective. And then there is a last, yang terakhir 2 lagi. Ini kenapa bentuknya seperti ini? Karena ada yang bentuk khusus. Hardly itu ada, Tetapi kalau early itu bukan dari adjective ke adverb ya. Bukan dari adjective ke adverb kalau early, bukan dari kuping. Ear itu kan kuping ditambah li, early. Tapi itu udah kata dasar sebenarnya early itu. Dan ada beberapa kata yang memang sudah menjadi kata dasar, bukan berasal dari prefix ataupun suffix. Ya. Di sini ada example di bawah. Imagine as a verb menjadi imagination as a noun, imaginative as an adjective, and imaginatively is an adverb. Ya, dipakaiin li di sini dari adjective menjadi adverb. So we do not have to know the meaning of this word in order organize this part of speech. You can improve your vocabulary by learning some of these common suffixes and how they change word from one part to speech to another. Ya, dari posisi di huruf. This is an exercise 3 that you have to make now. This is the area meaning that you have to find. And then this is the prefix. So this is examples, not example. So you have to give Ibu 3 examples. Yeah. 2 or twice meaning the area, and B salah satunya adalah bicycle, sepeda. Bicycles start with B and then the area meaning is 2. So bicycles is one of an example of the number 2. Ya, Anda cari yang lain sekarang. Banyak yang lain untuk tetapi kalau arti ini adalah arti untuk self, wrongly, small, and negative about this. Nah, cari untuk yang this tapi yang artinya negatif. So that's here is a suffix. The area meaning here. Please give the examples 3 again. 3 juga. The one who itu ada di belakangnya. Tadi ada salah satunya apa yang sudah jangan jadi contoh Anda, jangan lagi ditampilkan teacher. Ya. The one who teach you is a teacher. Jadi salah satunya dari contoh examples ya. Okay, so this is one is already done for you. That's the proposal. To propose become the proposal, so they change verb into noun. Ya, nah nanti cari yang berikutnya, Anda cari after word plus suffix, kemudian apa yang berubah? Ya, di sini jelas jawabannya 1. Ini apa yang Anda tulis. Oke. Kemudian pada saat Anda mengirim ke LMS, tolong ini adalah halaman keempat. Jadi Anda hanya copy halaman keempat dan Anda kerjakan ini. Sehingga yang dikirim ke Ibu tidak ada lagi bagian atas ini. Ya. Yang ada adalah hanya exercise 3 dan sudah lengkap dengan diisi. Ibu berharap Anda bekerja masing-masing karena memang di rumah tanya dengan dictionary masing-masing. Oke, Ibu bisa terima nanti di jam 10 paling lambat. Ibu jadi membuka roomnya sampai dengan pukul 10 di LMS. Ibu harap semua sudah bisa hadir di LMS ya. Kemarin sudah Ibu beritahu Siska dan kemudian akan Ibu buat roomnya untuk mengisi hari ini sampai dengan pukul 10 nanti. Oke, mohon maaf hari ini Ibu harus selesai karena Ibu sudah ditunggu rapat. Ibu akhiri saja. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih, Bu.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih, Bu.
Maaf, tunggu absennya Ibu belum lihat. Oke, hadir semua ya, 39. Betul? Hadir semua?
Satu terkendala, Mem.
Siapa ya? Tapi ini sudah ada oh iya ini sekarang jadi berturut. Udah ada yang keluar juga. Tadi sempat
Nabila Yogi.
Nabila Yogi. Terkendalanya tapi tadi sempat masuk?
Belum sempat karena memang nggak bisa sama sekali, Mem.
Oh iya? Oke,
Ya.
tolong kabari namanya siapa,
Nabila Yogi.
Nabila Yogi. Ini belum bisa karena apa? Nanti tolong kirim ininya ya, nomor UNJ CID-nya ke Ibu. Nanti tolong Ibu biar cek dari adminnya. Oke, itu
Baik,
dulu.
Mem.
Sekali lagi Ibu akhiri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke, bye-bye Ibu pamit.
Thank you, ma'am.